We are here at one of the most significant historical sites in Ghana, the Cape Coast Castle. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on future videos exploring more amazing African heritage sites and stories. This castle was built centuries ago, but it holds stories that go deep, even beyond these walls. We will be diving into the history of the Cape Coast Castle, especially as it relates to why so many Black Americans come here today. For many, it's not just a visit, it's a journey, a pilgrimage to reconnect with their roots. Built by European traders in the 17th century, this castle served as one of the most biggest trading posts along the coast. However, it wasn't gold, spices or other goods that this place became known for. It became a central hub for something far more tragic, the Transatlantic slave trade. As we walk through these walls, we can imagine the terrible history that unfolded here. Many African men, women, and children were captured and brought here from different parts of West Africa. They were held here for weeks, months, under harsh and inhuman conditions, waiting for ships that would take them across the ocean. These are the dungeons. The conditions here were horrible. People were cramped in dark, cold rooms, barely fed, without access to clean water, and had no idea where they were going or what would happen to them. Many did not survive this part of the journey. This is one of the most emotional parts of the castle, the door of no return. From this point, enslaved Africans would step onto a waiting ship, leaving behind their homeland, their families, and everything they knew. It was the last time they would ever see Africa. This door became a painful symbol of separation and loss. For many Black Americans today, coming to Cape Coast Castle is a journey of reconnection. It's about understanding the journey their ancestors went through, the unimaginable hardships they endured, and finding healing by standing in the very place where this history took place. Many visitors say that coming here is emotional, but it also brings a sense of peace. Understanding what their ancestors went through gives them a deeper connection to their heritage and to Africa as a whole. It's not just about looking back, it's also about honoring the resilience and strength of their ancestors. The Cape Coast Castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site today, preserved to remind us this painful history and to educate future generations. For Black Americans visiting this place, it's an opportunity to walk through history, to touch the same stones their ancestors may have touched, and to finally return in a symbolic way through the door of no return. As we wrap up, remember that visiting Cape Coast Castle is a reminder that even in the face of suffering, the human spirit can rise. For all of us, whether you are African, African American, or from any background, understanding this history is a key to building a future of unity and understanding. And that's why SiBerTours is inviting all Black Americans and anyone from diverse backgrounds to make it a point to visit Ghana. This journey is more than a trip. It's a chance to reconnect with history, find deeper meaning, and honor the resilience of human spirit. With SiBerTours, you can experience Cape Coast Castle and other rich cultural sites firsthand. Book a tour with us and let's make this journey together. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this journey meaningful, please like, subscribe, and join our SiBerTours family. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what this place means to you. Until next time, keep exploring, and we hope to welcome you to Ghana soon.
Today I got treated like a slave and it did not feel too good. On today's adventure we're visiting Cape Coast Castle here in Cape Coast, Ghana, and I'll let him explain it a little.
We are standing right inside Cape Coast slave dungeons. Others do call this place Cape Coast Castle, which happens to be the third and the smallest castle that was built by the Europeans when they came to our shores. The coast of West Africa
We first visited the cell, and if you were put in here, you were going to die. That's just how it goes. There were 3 or 4 doors here. The doors are not all there, but you could imagine where the doors would be. The guide will explain it a little better. Sometimes he's hard to hear, so just bear with me.
Alright, so luckily for us today, there's no door here, no door in the middle, only the first door being blocked. So just imagine having these 3 doors blocked for us to stay in here. And like I said, until the last person in this room dies, nobody probably gets to leave this end. So the living and the dead were all to share this place till they all died. The room we stand in was actually a storage chamber, of which they have a door over there. But then with the intention of using it as a condemned cell, they got that door blocked, added 2 extra doors so that when they get you in here, you probably wouldn't get any place to escape to. That is why today some prefer to call this place the room of no return. Because you have entered this place and living being, but then only God like this are to move out of this place. I wouldn't want anyone dying in here, so please watch our heads till we go outside.
So this is the prayer hall, and I just want you to take notice of how many windows there are, because we're going to go down into the dungeons later and you'll see the holes they make for ventilation. They had lots of security on deck.
Soldiers out there, when they see intruders from the land or the sea, they signal those in the castle in the morning by waving flags.
And of course the governor's quarters has a 360 view of the ocean. Beautiful.
Up here is having 9 big windows. The breeze we are enjoying, the view of the sea, the natural lighting and all that in here was used by one person, whilst about 7,000 to 1,000 captives were also staying in the dungeons. And aside having this place as the living room, we had this bedroom in here. So please, have a look at it.
Finally, we head down to the dungeons where the slaves were kept before they were ready to be transported to the Americas to go be slaves and work on the plantations and whatnot. And I just want you to look at the ground. That was supposed to funnel their waste and everything. And look at the holes in the wall. That's what they got. When President Obama came to visit, this was the plaque he left. And I'll leave you with this same message. Have a good day.
Let's take a tour to the dungeons. Slavery in Africa.
Where we are gathered now, all the way to the last end we are yet to see. British designed it for 1,000 slaves, 1,000 men. They divided the dungeons into 5. So this is one. 200 Africans were kept, 200 people. There wasn't light. That is why I off the light briefly, so that I can have a feel of the situation. So this is also seen now, where they are only ventilation outlets for 200 Africans. And they stayed 2 weeks or 3 months. So some became blind in the dungeons. If you look at the floor, you can see bricks. Take a look, they brought all these bricks from England. They brought them to balance their empty ships to Africa. When they released black as brown away. They didn't give the Africans anything like toilet facility. It was nothing like urine. So they were forced to go to toilets here. They will urinate in addition. They were knit for 3 months. These trenches you see here were built as their urine, so that when you urinate, it will pass through into the sea. And reached a time that some Africans started fighting British. They wanted freedom. Some of those were the ones that they killed in the cell that we entered first. And because they were many, they could not kill all of them at a time, because they were loose. So the rest were identified and brought on this side to where we are gathered now. They created a door here. So they called this place a strong room. So British were not coming to claim the solid waste. So the toilet started piling. It started from one level to the other. You reach a time that the bridge we see now was covered with solid waste. Waste came out like this. So I'm going to show you something. This line, these people coming. Those are the last statement. This fellow coming. This line. Let's just start with the 4 from that side. Move this way. This man. Can you go this way? My friend, and the last. Thank you. It's nobody should be here. But look on this wall, the wall there. But look down. You can see some white lines. You can see 3. Can you see those ones? Because they were not cleaning them, we have the lines all over. You can see 3. Because they were not cleaning this direction, the waste came up to this height. It reached the bottom of the lines. From the bricks, reached this height. Reached the height like this. The bridge was not shown, but 1974, University of Ghana, Archaeological Department, came to do excavation here before they found the bricks. That was when the man 74. So many died. Those who died were thrown into the sea. They were not buried. They eat in the dungeons once in a day, sometimes twice, just to keep them alive. But they left a portion of the solid waste after the excavation. The one is still here, so I'm going to show you. So those around this area, move to the side. Thank you. Okay. The center of the floor, you have a square, which is not the same like the bricks. Can you see this one? This is solidified waste. If you were to crack this dungeon before 1974, this is what you see. All over here, another bricks. This was tested, and it proved that it had toilet, urine, sweat, saliva. So this is solidified waste. That's because it's been a long time. Now it has changed. Like I got that soil. And it's not a soil, this is waste. So take note, if you move out of this room or dungeon and to the other side, you wouldn't see the bricks again. You see something like this. Because that side has not seen the excavation. Let's move on. Wow. So that is the first one for 200 slaves. Second safe, this is for 200. If you see holes like this in the dungeon, it means ventilation outlet. This one serves as a spy hole. But on top of this dungeon, on top of us, British men built a church, the Anglican church. They preach their Bible at the top, and black people were here, suffering from minds. We didn't see anything on that. Don't block the entrance, you can move inside, come inside. Please don't be at the entrance. My sister, can you move?